Hey, the king is back, man, and we're heading into 2025. Okay, shit's active, you know what I'm saying? We're at a new dawn after a shit year. Okay, you know, things are looking up. Okay, we're gonna be in Peaches and Creamville, and we've already got the first two pay-per-views of the year. We know the main and we know the co-main. Okay, so today I'm going to be predicting every single pay-per-view of 2025. Obviously, I'm not going to go over 311 and 312 because we already have them and we know who's fighting. But on the topic of 312, I do think Kamaru Usman and JDM will be added to this. I do think that fight will happen. So there you go. But UFC 313, I think that's going to be Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen as the main event, and the co-main Gaethje versus Poirier. Now, just want to say, this is not what I want to happen. This is what I think will happen, okay? Bro, Sean O'Malley, he's such a fake fucking superstar. He literally has 6'9" tattooed on his shoulder. You fucking child. You child, bro. Jesus. Listen, man, I don't think Sean O'Malley is a superstar. I think he's extremely manufactured. I don't like him that much. I think it's fight star. I don't like him that much. I think he should be the co-main, but I think they'll put him as the main of this because they really want to push him down people's throats. And listen, man, they're not going to do him versus Cejudo. Okay, Sean isn't getting an instant rematch. We know that now. I think they're going to do him versus Corey Sandhagen. And they'll have Poirier, Gaethje, trilogy as the co-main. Now, I do think that should be the main event. Okay, I do think that should be the main event. I don't think it will be. Now, after getting two great pay-per-views, this is going to be worse. You know, 311 is a great pay-per-view. 312 is looking like an alright pay-per-view. I don't think we're going to get a great pay-per-view here. Maybe stacks all around, but as a main and co-main, I don't think they're going to be great. So, yeah. But I don't think Sean is pay-per-view material if he don't have a belt, if you want me to be entirely honest. But I think they're going to force that to happen. So there is my opinion on 313. 314, I think this is when we'll see Ilya versus Volk. Okay? Listen, man. As much as we want Diego Lopez to get the title shot, as he should, the Chad. Okay? Volk's getting it, man. Volk's getting it. This will be the main event, and I think Izzy and Amavov will be in there. Listen, man, I don't think Amavov should get to fight Izzy. I think Caio Borralho should. I think Caio Borralho is much better. Amavov really hasn't impressed me that much, you know. The Jared Cannonier fight was bullshit. The stoppage was bullshit. Brendan Allen is like had the most fraudulent win streak of 2024. Okay, thank God it got snapped. I think because we can't get these guys on the Australia card, I think we're going to get them not too long after, okay? Now, obviously, they'd want Izzy to co-main. I mean, main, if they could. But he don't have a belt, okay? You can't... Izzy's not going to be the main event coming off 2 losses in a row, okay? Maybe if he just lost his belt like Sugar, maybe. But, you know, especially how Ilya and Volk has a big fight. You know, Ilya's becoming a star. I do think Ilya will main event this. And I think the co-main will be Izzy versus Amavov. So moving on to 315. I think this is when we'll see Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Now, you may be thinking, why is Belal and Shavkat the co-main? Okay, that's a big main event. That was meant a main event December. You know, why has it been demoted to a co-main? Listen, man, the hype has died down dramatically for that fight. Okay, dramatically. Bro, Shavkat's aura has gone down so much, man. It's still there because he has Instagram aura, which is really hard to get rid of. But I forgot what I was going to say. But, you know, it's still a big fight. But listen, man, Shavkat, the fight doesn't have that same hype now. Now we've got people predicting Belal. I was going to put Belal in the first place, but that was a very unpopular take before. Okay? Bro, the hype for this fight has died down. I think it will come in. It could still main on like a week pay-per-view, but I think it's been demoted to a co-main, if you want me to be honest. Also, the main event, Alex versus Magomed. I do not think Alex will have an as active year as 2024. It's pretty much impossible. You can't blame the guy. He's going to be fighting Magomed next. If he isn't, then it's a scam. It's bullshit. But yeah, that'll be 315 in my opinion. Oh no. Oh no. Oh bro, we're going to be struggling. We're going to be struggling so bad. Oh bro, in my opinion 316 is going to be horrible. I think we will suffer this pay-per-view. I think it'll be Shevchenko versus Farrar. And as much as I'm hoping that Figgy or Cejudo moves down to fight Pantoja, I don't think it'll happen. I think they're just going to throw Royval in there for the third fucking time, so he can get his 6th win against the Brandons. Listen man, as much as I would hate this pay-per-view and would probably kill myself, I think this is bound to happen. Okay, I think we're gonna have a really sucky pay-per-view for 316. I don't even want to talk about it. 317, I think we'll have a quick turnaround for Sean O'Malley. You know, Sean isn't the most active, but the guy's gonna want to get that belt back. And in my opinion, Umar's gonna beat Merab. So I think this will be the fight for 317. I could also see this being pushed back to the October card, but you know, the way I set this up, you know, I kind of fucked myself over. But 317, I think will be headlined by Sugar versus Umar, bantamweight championship. I do think Sugar beats Corey Sandhagen. I think Umar beats Merab. I think this will be the fight that gets made. And then the co-main, I think, will be Holloway versus Dan Hooker for the BMF title. Okay, Dan Hooker would have been out for a while. But, you know, what's his face? Holloway kind of needs it. He just got flatlined by Ilya Taporio. And it's a very worthy co-main event, you know, BMF title and all that. But yeah, this is my opinion for 317. My boy Umar's going to have an active year. Active year. Come on now. 318 International Fight Week, the biggest fight of the year, John Jones versus Tom Aspinall. Okay, I think John Jones versus Tom Aspinall will be happening International Fight Week, UFC 318. Okay, and as the co-main, I think Dricus will beat Sean. I think we're going to have a massive fight in Hamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis. Listen man, we're coming off like the worst international fight week in like years. They gotta redeem it. They gotta hit hard. Okay, international fight week this year is gonna be active, bro. I can feel it. Bro. I think we'll have the biggest fight of the year, the biggest middleweight fight of the year. I think Hamzat will get the belt. I think this will be the greatest. I think this will be the greatest pay-per-view of the year. Okay, moving on. Oh, we got another stinky one, man. Woman versus woman. It's bound to happen, guys. Accept it. And then Buckley, I think, will beat Kobe. Ian Gary, you know, he said he's not interested in fighting Leon, so he's going to be out for quite a while then, if he don't want to fight Leon. I think Buckley will need this to get another shot. I think Gary could maybe finesse a shot if he just won this fight. This would be like a big fucking welterweight contender fight, okay? I think this would be a shitty pay-per-view, though. Woman versus woman, okay? 320. 320, okay? I think this will be Ilya Taporia versus Diego Lopez, okay? I think Ilya beats Volk. And I think about 5 or 6 months later, he will defend his title against Diego Lopez. I think that Sean Strickland is going to lose to Dricus du Plessis early in the year. I think Izzy will beat... what is his name, bro? I forgot his name. You know who I'm on about. I think they're going to try give Izzy the chance to get rid of this loss, okay? If Sean Strickland loses, I think the UFC will be like, okay, let's try to get this guy out of here. You know, Izzy's always going to be a fighter that the UFC, you know, sucks off and tries to set up perfect. So this isn't a perfect setup though. I'd pick Sean in this fight. But they're going to try and give Izzy the chance to redeem himself. We'd have a massive fight versus Ilya Diego Lopez. That's 320 in my opinion. 321. Okay. I think we will get Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira. I do not think Islam will move up because I do think Bilal will keep the belt. And as long as Bilal's there, Islam's not moving up, okay? I think Kamaru Usman will beat JDM in February. And, bro, they're going to give Usman, like, if Usman wins one fight, he's getting a title shot. Like, whether you like it or not, that is what is happening. He's getting a title shot. I think we'll get Islam versus Charles. I don't think Charles will have to fight again. As much as he probably should, I don't think he will. This will be the October card, obviously. You know, Bilal and Islam, you know, they'll have the home advantage. And Usman and Charles, you know, big names. Usman, I assume, is relatively like because of the Hamza fight, stepping in short notice. This will be probably like, no, not the second. Fuck, I forgot about the next card. This will be like the third biggest card of the year. This will be the biggest fight of the year. Actually, not John versus Tom. I think that for MSG, 5 months after Jones versus Aspinall, and like 6 months or 7 months after fucking Alex versus Magomed, 6 months after that, I think we will get the biggest fight of the year. Alex Pereira moving up to fight Tom Aspinall, who has recently just beat John Jones. I think this will definitely happen as there's no clear heavyweight #1 contender. Cyril gone, lost really, okay. And yeah, and Yuri and Khalil will happen in my opinion. I think Yuri beats Jamal. I think Khalil might have like one fight between now and this fight. I'm not sure who, but I think this will be the MSG card, you know. Moving on. Listen, man, the UFC has a plan, man. They're going to do Umar versus Peter Yan once he beats Sugar, okay? And they're going to do Pantoja versus Moreno 3 because Moreno's going to get a title shot, even though I really hope he fucking doesn't. Umar will win, Pantoja will win, Pantoja will move up, they will set up that fight at the end of the year, okay? Boom! I just fucking, I just banged that shit out, bro. Crazy. I set all of this up. UFC. I just predicted I swear to God, bro, I'll go 13 for 13. I'll go 13 for 13. Anyway, in a bit.